Hey guys! I had a request for a Cinnamoroll bed, and I did hear that there's one floating around on Pinterest. I want to say I didn't even bother to look at it. I wanted to make sure that I didn't copy it, so this is my version of it, and it's pretty simple. I do want to give a quick shout out to my new friend Lainey Fan, aka Cookie Kitten. Uh, just met them yesterday and just, yeah, hi. Anyway, so, before we start, or not before we start, oh my goodness. Let's start. Before we start, let's start. All right. Oh my goodness. It's very early. I just woke up. So, the bottom of this is the same as my circle bed tutorial, but I will go over the items since it's pretty simple. This is a wall-mounted circle frame in toggle 8 that I sized up, and pretty much you just make this the size you want the bed to be, and then you put a cute as a button handle in toggle 6 on top of it and size that up until it fits. Now, the coloring on the wall-mounted frame and a lot of the pieces of this bed. For the lighter blue, I used this color right here in the 99 Colors palette, and for the darker blue, I used this one that's just right next to it diagonally. These two colors work really well together, so. For the button, I used a pattern that is in the blue section. Where is it? Right here. It's by Jelly Flavor 99. Now, next up, this is the most expensive part. So I did add up last night how much this cost in total, and it is 21,350 diamonds, not counting the tradable item, which was given away free. If you have to trade for that item, I'm not sure how much it's going for right now, but it should be pretty cheap because it's an older item and there's a lot of them out there. So we'll get to that when we get to it. But the softest fluffy rug, this is the most expensive piece, and it's 14K. But you can probably get away with just using a circle frame, which is only 950 diamonds, and that will save you a lot of money. However, if you're going to use the rug, put it in toggle 7 so it's not like, here, let me show you. So it's not all fluffy like this, it's a little more flat. And you just place it in the center of the button and size that up until it covers up the holes in the button. Next, this is a beach blanket in toggle 2, and it's got that same jelly flavor pattern on it. I sized it down a bit so it would fit on the bed. And then finally, for the actual base of the bed, I just used a mattress on the floor, shrunk it down, and pushed it down inside to hide it. And that way, you can actually sleep on the bed, as you can see. Oh, let me fix my face. Silly makeup layering. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. Anyway. So that's the base of the bed. That's the easy part. The hard part, let me move these pillows out of the way. These are optional, by the way. I think they just look cute. The pattern I used is also by Jelly Flavor 99. So it's the same one as the blue one, except it's pink. But those are completely optional. You can use whatever pillows you want. So, the base of this headboard is the Sweet Bunny shoulder bag. Now, this is the item that was free. It was an old Easter item. And like I said, there's a lot of them out there. It should be pretty cheap to trade for if you don't already have it. And what I did with this, let me just move it up so you can see. It's in toggle 5, and then I sized it up a whole bunch. And I turned it backwards so it's facing the wall, and I moved it down so that only the head was sticking out. And you can make this whatever size you want, obviously. But I'm not sure exactly how many times I sized it up. Let's well, I don't want to compare because then I would reset the size. But you can generally figure out what size you want it pretty easily. So next is the face. The face is the really hard part. So the eyes and the cheeks are all cutesy bow decor handles, and I just left them all in toggle 1. I don't think I resized them at all. And what you're gonna do is angle it so that just the edge of the bow is sticking out, so you get kind of a rounded shape. So you could see that one was angled kind of funny. This one is just tilted sideways. Unfortunately, the model for the Sweet Bunny shoulder bag is a little inconsistent, so you can't just angle it the same way on both sides. You can see the shape of the eyes is slightly different. So with the eyes and cheeks, you just kind of have to mess with them. For the cheeks, let me grab those real quick. You can see those are turned on their side. And, oh, hold on. There we go. And I think this one I had to tilt a little bit as well. Yes, I did. So those are, yeah, they're a bit tricky to place. Now, the next item, you know, I used the beach blanket earlier, and that is a tidal glow item, but you could probably get away with using a regular blanket on this bed as well. Just place it so that the ends of the blanket are, you know, sorry, that's Lainey over there. Place it so that the ends of the blanket are sticking down into your mattress. And then these are life preservers. These are tidal glow items as well. If you can't get a hold of these, because they're out of season, I'm not sure. You might be able to get away with using the donut erasers. I'm not really sure exactly what would work best. Might be able to use the donut floaty, like the inner tube. But it just won't look as good as these life preservers. And I just colored both colors on this with that darker blue color. The eyes are the lighter blue. And so yeah, these are angled at kind of an interesting angle. They are tilted backwards. Like I placed them on the wall and then I tilted them backwards a couple times, and then I moved them down until they were just sticking out of the face where I needed them, and I messed around with the sideways tilt and the rotation a little bit as well until I liked the position. So they're just two life preservers next to each other. I did shrink them down quite a bit, and that's how you get that W shape. You could probably... you could use a couple moon handles, actually, if you have those. And the tidal glow stuff is out of season. But if you're planning on building this anytime in the future, I would buy a couple life preservers and a beach blanket, since those are currently on sale and they're very cheap. And yeah, so that is how I built my Cinnamoroll bed. Pretty simple. Simple but difficult at the same time. It's a little complicated, mostly just getting the face details into position. But once you've got that down, it is not so bad. And it can be relatively cheap if you skip on the rug. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!